Welcome back to the lesson. This course is not about preparing you for school. It's about preparing you for real world. Life is not always rainbows and butterflies, and you're only human. So there will be times when you slip up and fall back to the old patterns. In fact, you can almost expect setbacks and falling back to the old patterns. If and when this happens, it's not proof of failure. It's proof that you're on a path and your nervous system is reorganizing itself. We've already learned your window of capacity is your nervous system's range of resilience. And this window expands over time and fluctuates. For example, chronic stress can temporarily shrink your window. When you're creating a new pattern or a new habit, your nervous system may panic at first, and this is totally natural. And when it's panicking or under stress, you may default to what's familiar, even if it's harmful. This is a body-based habit. It's almost instinctual. A lot of time, it's not even a conscious choice, and it's definitely not a personal fault. As your body is forming new patterns and new habits, it's a growth process, a learning process, when your body sometimes makes mistakes and sometimes do it right. So you go back and forth between the new pattern and the old pattern. Remember how you learned to ride a bicycle or a new language? Or have you watched the babies learning walking? There'll be times they fall down and then they get back up and continue to walk. And it's the same when it comes to your nervous system regulation. Remember, healing is not a straight line. It's spiral. But each round, when it revisits the familiar territory, it also comes with more capacity, more resilience, more insight, and more gentleness. And finally, with time and practice, these new patterns stay. What happens when you do relapse? Self-regulation is not about being perfect. It's about getting back to you faster and more gently. If this happens, remember 4-step recovery. I call it 1P, 3Rs. Pause, re-anchor, reflect, and realign. Let's go through each one of them. Whenever you notice that you slipped up and went into dysregulation, stop. Literally say to yourself mentally, I'm triggered or I'm disconnected. And start paying attention to your body parts. Notice your feet anchoring into the ground. And remember to breathe. Doing so literally interrupts your spiral. Step 2, re-anchor. Remember the anchor practices we've learned? Use any one of them. Breathing technique, box breathing, touching yourself, self-hugging, pushing into the walls. Anything that works for you most effectively, do so now. Step 3 is reflect, but without tying any story. What I mean by that is, instead of saying, why do I always reflect on the question, what is my body trying to protect me from? What does my nervous system need right now? And really reflect on that. Even better, act on that. If your body needs reassurance and safety, use any of the tools that you've learned. Final step is realign. Here is where you readjust and modify if necessary. Any modification to your routine, maybe reestablish your boundaries, change anything that didn't work quite well or what you think could be improved. And remember, do offer yourself compassion and kindness. Say to yourself, that's okay, we're practicing. Let's just try this again. Even better yet, visualize as if this situation is happening right now, and how would you choose to act differently? Our body actually cannot tell the difference between present tense and future tense. So as you're visualizing how you would do it in the future, your body believes it's currently happening. So when this situation actually happens in the future, your body feels very familiar because it's already practiced. Now you've got homework to do. I'll see you in the final lesson.